And the borders along northern and western fronts of India remained relatively calm after days of air silence and blackouts. A semblance of normalcy was observed in border areas with markets teeming with people. Across the Kashmir Valley, markets opened and traffic returned to its normal level with no shelling being reported. People in Punjab's border areas feel relieved as tensions ease, markets are opening and locals hope for peace to continue. So up on your screens, we have the visuals from border towns of the country. Our correspondent also emphasized that situation is slowly turning to normalcy and it is better at present. We also had the DGMO talks between India and Pakistan, the second round of talks that was held yesterday, and both the sides focused on avoiding firing, aggressive acts, and also agreeing to reduce troops at the border areas. This has instilled a sense of confidence among the locals living in these border towns. And we can see markets opening, traffic plying on the roads, and situation is somewhat returning to normalcy with no shelling reported yesterday. In a short while from now, we'll have reporters joining us from border towns of the country. We are joined in by Ankush Sharma from Jammu, Vishal Baristo from Srinagar, and Lakshay Arya from Jaisalmer. Good morning, all of you. To begin with, I will come to you, Vishal, first. You're there in Srinagar. Tell us about how has the day begun. We tell our viewers that normalcy is slowly returning to the border towns of the country.
Well, absolutely. A very good morning to you, Preeti. Life is tiptoeing back to normalcy. The flights have started from Srinagar, and I'm given to understand that the first flight has already left for Delhi. Because one of our colleagues, a fellow journalist, has left for Delhi. So big relief for him and his family that he'll be safely back to his hometown. And yes, the schools and colleges are also opening, but the border areas in the schools and colleges in the border areas, which is not Srinagar, they will take some time to reopen. But Srinagar schools are opening, colleges are opening. So life is slowly returning back to normal, and it's a big relief for people here. Last night also Srinagar observed a quiet night and we had a good sleep there. So people are very happy, and I showed you 2 days back also the markets were opening. I'm here at Lal Chowk. It's too early in the morning because markets open at around 10 o'clock. So we'll be sending you visuals shortly about the schools and students, and we would also talk to them. But as of now, it's a big relief, and thanks to the efforts by our military and also the Prime Minister, who has been observing these, especially Operation Sindoor, and also all the activities across the border, the diplomatic efforts by the Indian government garnering all kinds of support against Pakistan, and our armed forces making it very difficult for Pakistan to venture into our territory or go for any kind of misadventure, I would say. So life is slowly returning back to normal, and it is not only Srinagar but also in other parts of the Union Territory as well. Preeti?
All right, from here I'll go across to our correspondent Ankush Sharma, who is there in Jammu. Ankush, you are there in Jammu, close to where Vishal Baristo is. You tell us, do you also, do you also second what Vishal says, that normalcy is slowly returning to Jammu and Kashmir?
Well, good morning, Preeti. And as you know, the situation is completely fine in Jammu region from last 3 days, and we have observed that the peace has returned in the region, and as well as the schools are also now reopening today, excluding the border areas, and the situation is completely normal here. The last night was very peaceful, and there is no such activities like the cross-border shelling or something else. And on the other hand, the border areas also reported a very peaceful night, and the security have increased in city outskirts as well, because to tackle any future threats, the security have increased in city outskirts. And one more thing, from Jammu airport is fully operational, but the Air India and Indigo, as a precautionary measure, decided to cancel the flight flights from Jammu as well as today also. On the other hand, the people are very happy now because the situation is becoming normal, and the normal life is returned. The life is back on the track, and all the businesses and establishments now open in the region. So the feedback we are receiving from the people across Jammu region, the people are saying that they are happy with the decision, and now the life is completely back on the track.
All right, I'll take that forward to Lakshay, who's joining us from Jaisalmer. Lakshay, what are you witnessing there? How has the day begun? And also get us a sense, an account of the previous night.
Good morning, Preeti. As well said by my fellows Vishal and Ankush, the things has get back to the normal. The life has been restored, the normalcy has been restored, and the peace has returned to the border districts across the country. Right? Likewise, right in the Rajasthan, across the Jaisalmer, across the Bardmer, across the other border districts, the normalcy has returned. People are quite happy. Last night when the PM gave a message to the nation, I was there in the city center where people shared their views. People showed how confident they are for the PM, how confident they are for the armed forces. They shared their views that they have full support for the administration before, and they are supporting administration right now. For now, the establishments as well as the shops are open. There's a free movement right in the Jaisalmer. So not only the normalcy returned to the Jaisalmer, but also, as you well know, the Jaisalmer is quite known for its tourist places or for its tourist attractions. So it's believed that probably in some time the tourists will get back to the Jaisalmer, because the tourism have a much larger part in the economy of the Jaisalmer. So most probably, as the normalcy has returned to the Jaisalmer, the things are very normal. The shops and establishments are open. The market is open. There's a free movement. So most probably within coming weeks, the tourists will get back to Jaisalmer. Alongside the two important airports, that is the Nal airport of the Bikaner and Jaisalmer airport, is included in the 32 airports that was issued in the notice by the Airport Authority of India. So things as came to normal. This morning was very peaceful. Last night there was no movement observed across the borderline of Rajasthan. So not only the normal life has get back on track, but also the people seem to be happy. They have shared their views that they have followed the administration and followed the advisories before as well. And even if now, if administration take any precautionary measure, they will follow that too. Moreover, right now the advisory and any information regarding the educational institutions or the examination has not came yet, but it's probably in coming days that educational institutes may get open. As in the Jodhpur, the DM has instructed that you can open the education institute, whether it's school, colleges or Anganwadi. And many restrictions right in nearby districts like Jodhpur and Bardmer has been waived off. So it's most probably that in coming days that other advisories, other restrictions may be waived off. But right now, some advisories regarding to the blackout and restrictions on the firecrackers has been maintained.
All right, from here I'll go across to Vishal again. Vishal, are you telling us that the situation is returning to normalcy? Is there any change in instructions by the administration? Any new fresh instructions have been given with regard to safety of the locals there? Get us a sense of the security setup there.
Well, Preeti, security ever since it all started has always been very tight in the valley, and police along with Jammu Kashmir police, along with the Central Reserve Police Force and also the BSF, they are manning different locations and also the tourist spots. And let me also tell you that people have been advised not to panic. There is an app that has also been released, and any kind of activity which is found to be against anti-national should be reported to the authorities. This is the advisory by the authorities, and people have been advised not to go after what is floating in social media, because there are a lot of disturbing elements who are trying to disturb the normalcy and peace and tranquility in the valley. So an advisory has been issued that you should not follow all that is floating. You should have faith in the administration, in the police authorities, and also in the security forces, because security forces are there guarding the borders. And meanwhile, here in the valley or in towns and cities, it is largely the CRPF, which is our paramilitary force, and also the Jammu and Kashmir police that are stationed and also manning the places from morning to night. Like here at the Lal Chowk, there is always a CRPF vehicle, CRPF personnel patrolling, and also important locations and strategic locations like ours. Doordarshan is monitored 24/7. There's a security which is there as always, not because of this tension, but otherwise also. But other places, the security has been beefed up, and the government, both at the UT and also at the center, are keeping a close vigil on any kind of activity which can disturb the normalcy in the valley.
All right, Vishal. At this point, Gurmeet Singh is joining us from Amritsar. Gurmeet, good morning. Get us the sense of how has the morning begun there. We have reporters joining us from different border towns of the country, and they tell us that the situation is slowly returning to normalcy. Added to that, the Prime Minister also addressed the nation yesterday, and he talked of the firm stance which India took against terrorism emanating from Pakistani soil. You get us more. To begin with, tell us how has the day begun there in Amritsar.
See, Preeti, at this point in time, what we are getting is that in Punjab specifically and in Amritsar, yesterday there was a blackout, and in addition to Amritsar, there are two other areas, Jalandhar and Hoshiarpur. There was a partial blackout, but it was due to the precautionary measures being taken by the administration. And right now, the very first thing that I would like to show you, the visuals of Amritsar at this point in time. This is the road which connects Jalandhar to Amritsar and then takes further it to Atari. And right now you can see a lot of people are commuting on this road, and most of the people are going towards their offices, their workstations and other businesses. So most of the traders, we have seen yesterday also that they have opened up their shops, and yesterday we saw that markets also opened up and a lot of people went for shopping, and there was a lot of hustle bustle in market. And at this point in time, the very first thing that the blackout was done just as a precautionary measure. It has been emphasized by the administration that whenever the blackout is imposed, the people should stay indoors, as well as they should avoid traveling on roads at that point in time. Secondly, if we talk about the educational institutions, then the schools in the border areas, specifically Punjab's Amritsar, Pathankot, Firozpur, Taran Taran and Fazilka, in all these areas the schools were closed, and today also the schools and educational institutions are closed, but rest of the Punjab, the schools are opened up, and the examinations and the session is going as per the academic schedule. On the other side, if we talk about the people, few people we have heard that who were living in the border areas, they moved to the safer zones. They are also returning to their home, their residence at the border areas. In addition to this, the administration of various border districts have appealed to the people, if they see any object, any suspicious object in sky, so they should report it to the police administration as well as to the administration, local district administration. So right now what we are getting that the security forces as well as the district administration is on constant vigil, and people are returning to their offices, and the life is becoming normal as usual.
All right, Gurmeet, thank you so much for joining us with those details. Thank you, Vishal from Srinagar, and Akshay from Jammu, and also Lakshay, who joined us from Jaisalmer. All of our reporters stationed at these border towns in the country tell us that the situation is returning to normalcy. However, the administration has maintained that strict vigil and caution is still in place, but at present the situation is getting better.